Good afternoon, good evening to all my wonderful and beautiful little lovelies out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful, and super duper delish. And that life is treating you most deliciously. I hope that you're feeling the love. You continue to feel the love, my little honey bunnies. Yeah, I have to remember that, don't tomatoes, babies. Now then, what's the time, Mr. Wolf? So it's 12:30 in our old afternoon, my babies, in our old England, okay? And well, the sun is not shining. There's rather a lot of clouds, and somebody needs to keep a handle on it. And also, it's very dry, my delicious babies, but all week it's been come, there we are, rain and shine. Okay, my delicious babies, now then. So it is the 13th of June 2026, my delicious babies, and I have a couple of videos for you today. First of all, my delicious babies, I thought I'd pause. There we are, just for a day. What a difference a day makes. 24 little hours. Yeah, I've actually dyed my hair as well, my delicious babies, so I'm back in the land of the living. Although, I've got to be honest, I did quite like the bit of grey. Da-da-da-da, 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 da-da-da-da. You know what I mean, my delicious babies? But come on, let's get real. I suppose you've got to, do something, haven't you, my delicious babies? Yes, okay. Right, now then, my delicious babies. So I've got a busy day ahead. Okay, my delicious babies, because I was going to do my tomato sauce yesterday, but it turns out, there we are, I must do it today. Yeah, somebody was sending me messages, not in that way, my delicious babies. Yesterday evening, it's like they're talking gobbledygook, it's like some kind of foreign language, there we are, that I've never quite seen. Okay, my delicious babies made a point of going BB, BB. Do you know what I mean? My delicious babies, yes. I used to have an Auntie BB. Oh, so beautiful, bless her. Okay. Anyway, I only knew when I was a little baby. Okay, my delicious babies, but she was so beautiful. And I'm pretty sure if she was here now, my delicious babies, like my beautiful, I love them so beautiful, Mama Bear. Okay, my delicious babies and my beautiful, I love my beautiful Nana and Grandad so. Well, they're still with me in spirit, my delicious babies, you know what I mean? It sort of feels like, there we are, I'm sort of on my own, there we are in this, you know what I mean, my delicious babies. That's all right. I couldn't give a fiddler's fuck at the end of the day, my delicious babies. I'm fed up of being nash, you see what I mean? Because when you're nice, this is not a good thing, is it? It's good to be nice to those who you love and respect, whether it be friends, family, in some cases work colleagues, and of course with our beautiful, delicious little babies who we call our sons and daughters. Okay, so it's very nice to be nice to, many, isn't it, my delicious little babies? But I'm fed up of being fucking nice on my camera, you know what I mean? Because it seems to myself that when ones take the piss, there we are, you must never do it. Never, never, never do it. Which leads me to say, my delicious babies, yeah, it wasn't so long ago when, whoa, yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, Mr. Postman. Please, Mr. Postman, look and see, oh yeah. If there's a letter in the bag for me, please, Mr. Postman, come and deliver the letter, the sooner the better. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, somebody gave me these the other week, my delicious babies. I've got nothing against who it was who gave them to me, okay? But I just want to point this out. Yeah. It's like they didn't just want to give me a couple of chews, they made sure to give me the whole box. You know what I mean? Mad delicious babies. Anyway, I've got nothing against them. Bless the beautiful dear little souls, okay? No, I haven't. I'm just, there we are, making a point with Anna. Okay, mad delicious babies, I'm not talking to yourselves. Okay. The other thing I want to mention, mad delicious babies, okay? No, I'm not going to let it go. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, my little lovely. I'm not going to say your name. I'm not going to say your name, okay? Oh, it's our lovely little purse, man. Love and blessings to you and your family, sweet. Oh, thank you. There we are, my delicious babies. You know, I do not say, you know, the names of, if I can help it. Now, then, the other thing I want to mention, my delicious babies, yes, is, well, I mean, if we look at it, I mean, this is a really old tape measure, my delicious babies. I was given this, oh, whatever, o'clock ago. I was given it some years ago. Can you see? My delicious babies. From tradesmen. And what this goes up to, what is it, 16 foot 5 metres. My delicious babies. Yes, somebody who delivered my Waitrose shopping the other day, I forgot to tell you, my delicious babies. Guess how tall he was? You're never going to guess, my delicious babies. 6'9". Look at how flipping 6'9". I said, oh, I said, there we are. I said, there's still some giants left. Or was he 6'7"? No, I've got it wrong. I've got it wrong, Mads. But he was 6'7". So like, and you know, see what the Waitrose do, Mads, babies, which I'm pretty sure, you know, Tesco's or Asda or, you know, any other outlet. Okay, my delicious babies. Well, you know, sometimes they say, you know, would you like me to help you? You know what I mean? So I turned around and I said, well, you know, so I said, come on in, come on in. It's just quicker for them because it appears to myself that Waitrose seems to have an issue with handing out plastic bags, my delicious babies, yes. But they've got an issue with it, but they'll probably still charge if somebody walks into the shop now, then, my delicious babies, okay? Uh, but what is the crack here with, you know, bringing these trays? Because they all seem to have different coloured trays. You know, like Iceland, Asda, Tesco's, they've all got different colours, my delicious babies. Usually comes up blue and green. But the point of the matter is, my delicious babies, why should, you know, why should we two ways? Why should we have to take all of the little items out bit by bit? I'm just wondering, my delicious little babies, if you look at many years ago, my delicious little babies, um, well, you know, you look at different countries, bless their dear little hearts, not in that way, not in that way, you know, they were having a load of shit sent over to them, wasn't they? Like Sainsbury's, like all different names, my delicious babies, seen plenty of carrier bags then, and yet they're telling us that it's for the fucking planet, man. There we are. Do you know what I mean, my delicious babies, yeah? Mind you, I suppose using bags, it's good for carrying things. It's always good as well. You know, the little bags are picking up my little baby shit. You know what I mean? My delicious babies, yes. Let's go back to the tape measure, shall we? My delicious babies. It's only a matter of time, isn't it? Only a matter of time, my delicious babies. Look at that. How far can I stretch? You know what I mean, my delicious babies, yes. The other thing I'd like to mention, talking about the green and the black and the white, well, it's gone a little bit dull now, hasn't it, my delicious babies? Yeah. So for nearly a whole week, just down the road by my beautiful little tree, who I'll give a kiss to at least 4 trees each day, my delicious babies. Yes, I do, because I respect nature. Okay, my delicious, and I respect our beautiful little babies. Little and large animals, little and large birdies, creatures great and small. I do my utmost. Okay, man, to the babies now then. They had one of these flipping electric, bloody, what do they call them? These fucking electric fucking bikes. I asked somebody last week, man, to the babies who happened to be looking at them when I was walking around. I said, oh, I said, can you please tell me? I said, how much do you have to pay for these? You know, to pick a bark up. Well, of course, there was 7 of them. 7 of these barks, Martish baby. Sometimes there's 6 and sometimes there we are, that's 7. That's not coding, Martish babies. I'm just letting you know what I know. Do you know what I mean? Martish babies. And yeah. And what is it? 6 ka-ching for an hour. And you get like a little basket on the front of it. Well, just here, hop, skip and a jump. Martish babies. Okay, there was 2. There was one that was standing and one that was laid down. Anyway, Martish babies, they happened to be green, black and white. It said lime on it, lime. Strange that, isn't it, Martish babies? Because out of everything that I ordered on my shopping list from Waitrose, Martish babies, the only thing now that never turned up was the lambs. The lambs, Martish babies. Yet, there we are, everything else turned up. Look at that, look at that. Store like that and you cannot get lambs. Anyway, Martish babies, so fast forward to this morning. So, you know, because lately there's been, you know, different, well, cars and, you know, whatever, so forth. And today there happened to be a van that turned up. Okay, not a tall van, but you know what I mean, normal size. And it had, what was it? 3 tyres. They put 2 at one place and then they put the other at the back of the van. Yeah, tyres. What goes on with very sadly with tyres? Is that Africa? Yeah. Okay, Marzlish babies, yes. And that's nothing against the Africans. Now, come on, baby, come down now. Right, okay, little baby, okay. It's all right. So, Auntie Carla's little chin, you know what I mean? It's just that I do not have a lot of room at the moment on the table. I just need to get done what I've got to get done. But yeah, showed the fire extinguisher, showed everything like this now then. So I'm out walking out and about, and what did I see? Yeah, a little tomato ketchup, yeah. And of course, you know, walking down the road by my beautiful little tree that they cut down. Mind you, they do protect it. They cut the grass everywhere else, but they protect that little tree. So thank you for that, whoever they are. But yeah, then there's a duvet there now. So we've gone through me taking a shorty video of what I've seen, which was pillars and a tall tree, to now a duvet. I think it's a pillow. I don't know. I was I didn't want to go too close. You know, and you know, a duvet, a pillar on a gate, on a fence. Martish babies and tall trees, you know what I mean? Martish babies. So obviously they're trying whatever they're doing, keep a handle on it, you know, to get the message across, Martish babies. Anyway, it can become so very tiring. Anyway, let me just get on with the matter in hand, Martish babies. But I hope that wherever you are, my little beautifuls, that life is treating you most deliciously and that you have got better weather. There we are. And where we are, my delicious babies, me and my little babies. Okay? First video. We want to go back now. So we need to rewind. Okay, my delicious babies, this upload happens to have 27.8 thousand subscribers on YouTube. This video, my delicious babies, is just over an hour and a half long. Okay, my delicious babies. Now, for most of you, you know who this is. For others of you, my delicious babies, you may not know who this is, or you may not have listened to the videos. You may have clocked the birth race first, but you may not have listened to any videos. This uploader, with anybody not in that way, is called capital T, the rest in little writing, Thinkable. Yes, my delicious babies, Thinkable. Okay, my delicious babies, and just to let you know, that van with the 3 tyres, the 2 there and the 1 there, they were pretty large tyres, my delicious babies, they're not small. That van as well happened to be green, white and black. Look at that. What is it about this green, white and black, Martish babies? I'm just asking a question, simple things. But yet they keep sending things thick and fast now, isn't it? Yes. Let's get back to the matter in hand. So this is thinkable. And the video should read, Edward Snowden reveals how to spy on you. Yes, Martish babies. Now then, I've seen other videos, there we are, of Edward Snowden, okay, because he had to leave his country and go to another country, Martish babies, okay. Of course, there we are, he got turned down from other countries, because this is a thing, isn't it, Martish babies, when you think that you got friends. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Oh, I get high with a little help from my friends. But it seems, in certain circumstances, there's not always friends, are there, Martish babies? Yes. So you have to, there we are, watch the flex. Anyway, this video happened to come back up on my feed. Okay, Martish babies. So it seems YouTube now, then, there we are, likes to play games. You see what I mean, Martish babies, where they keep my videos on one view or whatever, there we are. You know what I mean, Martish babies. That's all right. I'm not worried about it. There's always somebody seeing and there's always somebody hearing, my little babies. You know what I mean? But of course, sometimes what you see of myself isn't always pleasant. I am pleasant to those and kind to those who I happen to, not in that way, who I happen to love, respect, appreciate. But anybody who say wants to go against myself, there we are, then I'm very different. Yes. So yeah, I'll just read this out again for you, shall I? Edward Snowden reveals how to spy on you. Yes, Martinish babies. We need to go backwards, you see. It's good to stay in the present, and tomorrow doesn't promise anybody. That's the old-fashioned saying that one's real off, isn't it, Martinish babies? Yes. But the fact of the matter is that yes, very interesting video. Finally, Martinish babies, so this upload happens to have 11.6 thousand subscribers. I'm pretty sure that I've advertised them once before, Martinish babies. I'm pretty sure I have. Okay. And it's called Capital R Rewired. So it's capital R, resting little writing, space, capital E, era, resting little writing, ERA. Okay, Martinish babies, that's the uploader. This video is nearly 18 minutes long, Martinish babies, okay? And the video should read the video. Yeah, video, yeah. Yeah, I'm clocking everything. To whom, there we are, to whom it may concern, isn't it? Yes, I am. I'll repeat this again. Well, I never said it the first time, did I? So I suppose I'm going to have to say it 3. That's not coding. The original sound to the letter R before 1750. Okay, Martinish baby, so let's just repeat this again for you twice more. The original sound of the letter R before 1750. The original sound of the letter R before 1750. Now I need to close my book. Let's just move this wee box out of the way. Because what it is, Martish babies, I've got other fences coming, so it's not going to be a wee box anymore. Okay, Martish babies, yes. So what is this video about, Martish babies? Well, it appears that some had a difficulty pronouncing the letter R. Could we say R for rabbit? Or could we say R for robbing bastards? Or could we say R for rogues? Or could we say R for roots? Because it come from somewhere, there we are, isn't it? What else could we say? Rare. But these are not rare. They might have some ka-ching, that doesn't make them rare, isn't it? They're just the same as you and I. We shit the same, we piss the same. There we are, Martinish babies. Nobody better than nobody else. So whoever wants to go and just seeing shoes, polishing somebody's shoes, isn't it? They're no different to anybody else. There we are. This is what everybody must get up here in a noddle. Okay. What else can you think of the letter R? Rome, Roderick, rabbis. Mind you, you can also say gurus. So that's not me, dissing anybody at the end of the day. I'm just giving the letter R. For myself, I have no problem with the letter R. Also, if you happen to look on the same channel, my delicious babies, they explain why watches were worn on the left wrist. You see, sorry, excuse me, my delicious babies. You see, the thing is, I mean, it's like, everybody harps on, in history about, the left hand and all this mad delicious babies, but you do not seem to see a lot of left-handed, do you? Even though you see more over time, Asda plays a part. Even though you've seen over time Martish babies, you probably got a few more left-handed than what you used to have. You still don't have a lot. They're usually all right-handed. Martish babies, well, for myself, see, I'm left-handed. I've got, I'd say a fair few in my family, there we are, who are left-handed now, delicious babies, you know what I mean? So I'm not just going to switch. What do they call it if you can write with your left and your right? What do they call it? Is it ambidextrous? Gosh, that's a large word. This afternoon, my delicious babies, I feel like I swallowed the dictionary. You know what I mean? They make up these, there we are, very large words, don't they, my delicious babies, you know what I mean? Of course, sorry, excuse me, my delicious baby, we could say writing. That's just came into my noddle as I'm just talking to you, Martish. So writing, writing, but it's spelt with a W and an R. But it's writing, so it's an R, isn't it? So what do we see as being right and wrong? That's another word, right, isn't it? Wrong, wrong, right, wrong. You know what I mean, Martish babies, yeah? What can we see on this? Is there anything with the letter R? Let's see. Choose per day. What's that say? Whisker twitches, tail wags, and high fives. High fives. Let's see if there's anything with the letter R here, shall we? No. I've never really paid attention before, Martin babies, but something's making, me pay very attention now, yes. So yeah, so I was pleased to look at that little video, Martish babies. Why don't we all spare a thought for what other letters one's found difficult to pronounce? Now, I can go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, W, X, Y, Z. That is how I was taught my delicious babies, yes. But why is it that some get a little bit confused? Like I heard, mind you, I've heard this long time, my delicious babies. Is it called in Russia, instead of saying vodka, vodka, they say vodka. Is it vodka? Why are they getting confused with the V and the W? I'm just wondering, my delicious babies. That's all. That's just came into my noddle. I've seen there we are plenty of videos on different things now, you know what I mean? Yes. Anyway, so I'm going to leave you with that, my delicious babies. So, whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening, wind's picking up. Please have a super duper delicious time. You only get one life, my little honey bunnies. Sending peace, love, harmony, and bright blessings to each and every one of you. May your beautiful little selves and your beautiful little families and friends all be fully protected. And how I love you so, okay? You just look after now, won't you? I may even make some lemon ice cream today. Mardish babies. You know, it just depends what mood I'm in and what new recipes to try. Mardish babies. Oh, you know, you want to type in Mardish little babies, okay? It's called Easy Fruit Salad. Cause I'm easy. Ah, easy like Sunday morning. Yeah. Lionel Richie, wasn't it? What year was that song? Mad Little Babies, yes, that's just came into my noddle. But yeah, it's called Easy Fruit Salad. And what she shows you, Mad Little Babies, bless her, I've kept the video. What she shows you is not only the fruit, because, you know, you can put all the fruit into a bowl, you know, all different kinds of fruit. Where's the fruit from? Mad Little Babies, I'm not talking about the uploader because it's a really lovely video, not in that way, not in that way to watch, okay? She teaches you how to make your own custard and things like that. Now then, you know what I mean, Martish babies, yes. You know, because you have a few kernel mustards, don't you? There we are, Martish babies, you know what I mean? Plenty of them, isn't it? Some of them have these curly, you know, moustaches. Martish babies, yes. Anyway, really good little video to watch. Okay, so I'm going to be making a selection today. I just needed to make sure I've got my apple cider vinegar as well. So I'm going to be making tomato sauce. I'm going to be making a sweet chili. Mind you, I did that with my salmon yesterday. You know, it's all piss easy, my delish babies. And I'll make some other chili sauce and everything, you know what I mean? I'm just going to make use of, you know, that very large bag of tomatoes, Mardish babies, yes. Not before vacuuming around, you know what I mean? I can always mop it up later. Okay, Mardish babies, until my next video, you just take care now then. I'm not saying anything to yourselves, Mardish babies. This is very kind enough to listen to myself. It's just I'm totally pissed off. There we are. We've been spied on. There we are, 24/7. There we are, because that's what's happening to myself and has been a long time. Okay, and I'm pissed off with the alternative media for some of them, not for all. You think they can take the fucking damn piss out of myself. That's what I'm pissed off about, Mardish babies. Kind. I'm not going to let it go. Okay, they want to play a game, isn't it? There we are, let's play a game. Okay, Martish baby, so you just look after. Thank you for any views, for any likes, for the occasional comments. How I love you also. Take care. Thank you. Goodbye.